Shalom, brothers and sisters. It's your brother ISRAELITES for the Northern Kingdom, bringing some edification for you Negro, Latino, and Indigenous, who are the biblical Israelites. And before we start, we want to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Barakatham, Rakakadash, that Yahweh, being the name of the Lord, not Jehovah, or Gad, or Yah, or Ahaya, it's Yahweh, the creator of all, the Ancient of Days. Bahasham is in the name of, and Yahweh Shai is the one you guys call Jesus or the Christ, ignorantly speaking. And we give double honors to our elders in GMS where we learn this truth. Shalom to the apostles, the bishops, and to the men down on the highways and byways, giving the 100% truth. Shalom to you. And shalom to the elect, Labakar in the Hebrew. They're about to be saved. Shalom to you. And shalom to the speckled birds among the heathen nations that look like the heathen nations, but return to the house of Israel and are being edified by these videos. Shalom to you. And of course, we give double honors to our elders that are in New York that have taught us this truth, the men of the great millstone. Okay? So, what's the date today? It is April 18th of 2025, a hopeful year of salvation and the destruction of the nation of Edom. Okay? And we're going to be speaking about the fall of this empire because Paul spoke about this. All the prophets spoke about this. But we're going to hear what Paul has to say and what he was trying. Because everything is written in code. He just can't just out it and say it because these scriptures had to maintain themselves and be preserved so that the nation of Israel in the last days could receive it. If not, all this would be burned right away if it was very clear. And of course it can be very clear. Because all nations of people were going to get their grubby hands on this. And it's like a safe with a combination. You might have the safe, but you don't have the combination. They had the Bible, but they had no understanding of the Bible. Okay? So 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 7. For the mystery of iniquity. And what is that mystery of iniquity? The devil that walks the earth, the so-called white man. Okay? Who was in power in the time of Paul's writings is the Romans. That's what he's talking about. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Why? Because what's working already? The Roman Empire. What was before that? Alexander the Great and his 4 generals. Okay, so they're already around. They were already ruling during this time. The mystery of iniquity, right? Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. Who's going to be taken out of the way? The nation of Edom. Okay? The devil that is spoken of in the scriptures. A lot of you believe that the devil is a man under the earth with a pitchfork and it's fire. No. He's a man walking around here doing his work. Okay? Which is what? To hate you. The Lord put the spirit to hate blacks, Hispanics, and Native American and be his whipping stick. Okay, he is the sword. He's the one that hanged us. He's the one that dragged us. He's the one that ripped us apart. Okay, he even ate us. Go look up a book. It's called The Delectable Negro. There's recipes on how to cook Negroes. I'll take me some ham hocks. Right. Look up that book. It's a good selling book. Verse 8. And then shall the wicked be revealed. And who is the wicked? According to Malachi 1 and 4, the wicked is the nation of Edom, the so-called white man. Okay? That's a colloquial term they call themselves. There's no one in the Bible called white, and there's nobody in the Bible called black. But these are colloquial terms that this man has put upon himself. So when we're saying the white man, you're talking about so-called European pale ale people. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume. What's going to happen? The Lord is going to consume them. We can read that in Isaiah 66 and 15, right? The Lord shall consume them with the spirit of his mouth. Because what's going to happen? World War III is going to be happening when the Messiah shows up. And they're going to be fighting against themselves. And then when the Lord shows up, they're going to gang up and fight against the Lord. And the Lord is just going to open up his mouth and bring out fire, concentrated fire, laser, and make them into dust. Not even breaking a sweat. Okay. whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Right? This is a biblical prophecy, the destruction of the Edomites. Okay? You can read about that in the book of Obadiah if you don't read me. There's only one chapter. Even him whose coming is after the work of Satan. And who does the work of Satan? The devil. The so-called white man. The serpent. The dragon. Okay? Because people say, he can't be the serpent. He's not actual serpent. This is a nickname or a title he's using. What does Elon Musk call his shuttle? The dragon. What was the Roman Empire known as? The dragon. Okay? These are nicknames that people don't understand the scriptures when they're using these things. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, which all power and signs and lying wonders. Right. Look at all the rituals they do and all these Oscar awards and they're nothing but satanic rituals. Okay, we know who they are. The Edomites. They're basically the Canaanites with that same spirit doing the same thing. Okay. And with the deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. Right? Because only the Lord wants 1/3 of the nation of Israel to be saved. He doesn't want the 2/3 at this moment. He doesn't want 66% of the nation of Israel. He blinded them. And he's going to say that because a lot of Christians don't teach this. They tell you that everybody's going to get saved. That everybody calls upon the name of the Lord is going to be saved. And that's not true. Verse 11. And for this cause God shall send them strong delusions. Right. They're going to believe in Christianity. I'm going to believe in Buddha. I'm going to believe in Allah. It's not our job to make them believe. We're just going to give them the truth. And the elect are going to believe in the truth. We're not going to have to force them to do anything. That's not our job. And for this cause God shall send them strong delusions that they should believe a lie. Why? Because the Lord doesn't want everybody to get this. What did he say? The disciples said, why do you speak to them in parables? Because he said, it is for you to know, not for them. Okay? He already made a distinction already from the beginning. This has been declared as the foundation of the earth. Okay? Not even just before he came. This is before even the planets and the stars were made. Okay? That they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. Right? So not believing in the Messiah, you're already damned. You've already been condemned. That's done. You know, there's nothing that can be said. You've been condemned since the foundation of the earth, because there's people that have been condemned, and there's the elect of the nation of Israel that are going to be saved since the foundation of the earth. They've been predestined, okay, to be saved. Okay? And this is a heavy chapter, man. This is a heavy chapter, but let's go to Job. Job 20:23, when he is about to fill his belly, which is now, he's moving his plans forward, right? The new world order, the Marky Mark, right? The Chips Ahoy. When he's about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Right? Well, he's about to enjoy everything, his fruitfulness. That's what he's making an analogy of a table and food. Because what do you do? Set the table, make the food. He's doing all the labor. He's about to sit down and eat, enjoy all these works of his labor. Then the Lord is going to what? Cast him. Cast the fury of his wrath upon him. Verse 24, he shall flee from the iron weapon. What's the iron weapon? ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles. Okay? He shall flee from the iron weapons, and the bow of steel, that's what that's talking about, shall strike him through. because it's prophecy that America, Mystery Babylon, or the daughter of Babylon, will be destroyed. It is drawn and cometh out of the body. What is it talking about? You ever see the videos of when a silo opens and it's coming out of the silo? It is drawn and cometh out of the body. What's the body? The silo. Yeah, the glittering sword, the ICBN, coming out of the silo of his gall, tears upon him. All darkness shall be hid in his secret place. A fire not blown shall consume. Right? Because it's going to, when it hits its target, okay, it's going to consume everything. It shall go with him that is left in his tabernacle. Right? The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up again against him. The increase of his house shall depart, because he's about to lose everything. He's about to lose rulership. He's going to become, as it is said in Lamentation 4 and 21, get down on the ground in dust. Oh, Isaiah 47. Isaiah 47. Get down on the dust, O daughter of Babylon. Right? The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of wrath. Why? Because all the goods were really our goods. They're our goods. The gold, the silver, the diamonds. That's going to go back to the nation of Israel. Verse 29. This is the portion of a wicked man from God, and a heritage appointed unto him by God. Because he was declared from the foundation of the earth to be the wicked, to be the whipping stick for the nation of Israel, the devil that walked the earth, as it said in the book of Hosea, okay, that that Judah and Joseph shall be a flame, but Esau shall be for stubble. Because these people are about to be destroyed. The Lord is going to come and put his people in their position, in their rightful position, which is the governing body of the kingdom of heaven, under Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. That's it, brothers and sisters. I hope you guys got edified and understand what time we're in. The fall of this empire and the coming of the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Call halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Barakatham, Rakah Kedash, and he that have ears let him hear. Shalom.